Let's go. We got some more afternoon Cavs coming at you. How we doing, fellas?
Hey, man. I'm doing great. I'm doing well. I just want everybody to know, man, there's nothing you could tell me to make me hate the city of Philadelphia, man. We did it, fellas. We did it. I don't want to hear no shit from Boston. Well, they're taking away the polls. Shut up. I don't want to hear nothing from New York. That city's dirty. I had to dodge caca and vomit on the subway. Let Philly have its moment, baby. Jalen Hurts, baby. Come on. What? Yo, first of all, top 3 Black History Months ever. Top 3. Top 3 to whoop their ass in front of Trump. And then Kendrick did the halftime and had Serena Williams doing the Crip Rock in blue chucks. Fellas, the month ain't even over yet, baby. I'm loving it.
What white people are holding up Cooper DeJean like Simba from Lion King.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Jack Harlow in Philly right now. That's the Jack Harlow in Philly.
Jack Harlow. Oh yeah, it was. I was saying this earlier to somebody. That's the most indifferent I've felt about a Super Bowl in a long time. Found it very relaxing. I found it very. I had no interest one way or the other, or no like rooting interest one way or the other. But I was happy for Philly. Philly fans feel like even though they got a Super Bowl in the last 10 years, they feel just the energy feels like they're down bad, you know? So I'm glad they got one. I'm glad they got one.
In that manner was crazy. They was putting my man down like they really didn't fuck with him and his family. I've never seen no shit like. My homeboy got sacked 6 times, bro. 6 times. He was throwing at the cheerleaders on the sideline. I had to be like, yo, is he drunk? And then Justin says the most funniest thing ever. Yo, he's just ass tonight.
He was bad, man. He threw. I don't know. He threw an interception to a linebacker sitting in like a zone, but just like he didn't move. Like straight up a linebacker who dropped back and sat in the zone 8 yards deep, like an interception any quarterback like shouldn't make. And he just threw that shit right through him.
Yeah, it's weird too because it's not like he's 38. You know what I mean? Like can you picture mid-90s Jordan in a finals game going like 2 for 25 from the field? Because that's what he did. He was rough. And I know like, oh well, he didn't have any blocking, sure.
Yeah,
but he also threw it to the other team.
I have a question. Oh, so sorry.
No, good go.
Okay. I'm not familiar with football like you guys. My question is, I've heard the comparison of Patty to Tom Brady. Am I high? Or did Tom Brady never get his ass kicked like this? I seen Tom Brady lose on some straight bullshit. Like, didn't homie like catch the ball with his helmet one time? Yeah. And then they did the Philly special the other time. I never seen them straight slap Tom Brady. Am I bugging?
No, I think that's right. right.
Okay, so at this point, no more comparisons, boy. Yeah. Tom Brady over there doing cocaine and Ugg boots. He's in another level.
I think the big thing, or the case Mahomes had, is Mahomes was unequivocally the best player on every Chiefs championship team, and that's not true for Tom Brady. But Tom Brady won.
Yeah, it's over now. It's over. You can't.
Yeah, but now there's new nuance. There's nuance isn't gonna happen unless Mahomes breaks off some, because Brady wasn't the best in like the last one or the first one, but doesn't matter. He won 7, so it's like Mahomes. You got to put up numbers.
Yeah,
and he's already lost 3. Is he like 2 or 3 now?
Yeah, I think that's right. And he got smacked in a couple of them, right? No, but they lose 3 or 2. They only
lost twice.
They lost twice.
And then Tom Brady. Tom Brady slapped him.
That's right.
Yeah. But both it was like both of them. He was the one they did lose. He played well. They just didn't have any blocking. He was still making insane passes, like where he threw it parallel to the ground. But this one was just. This is like watching it to take it to basketball. This is like watching the Nets right now.
Yo, not the Nets, broski. Not the Nets, man.
Patrick Mahomes was D'Angelo Russell in this scenario.
Hey, I know D'Lo be stinky, but don't compare him to my man. Come on, man. Let D'Lo rock, man. He like rap music.
What do we want to start with today? I feel like we got a couple of things. Like
I guess,
go ahead.
yeah, we technically missed the trade deadline, but everything that happened or was rumored to happen happened.
Yeah, and the only thing that we could have talked about was a trade that happened with the Lakers, but that's not a trade anymore, right? Because Mark Williams, there's going to be some HIPAA violations for what's happening to Mark Williams right now. They just his business is out there. They're like Shams reporting the trade didn't go through because he didn't pass the physical, but then went out of his way to say it wasn't his back though. But then didn't say what it was. It was just like, wasn't even this guy's back. There's some other stuff wrong. We found some other stuff.
Yeah, what is
so
it?
Is he? Yeah, like is he Greg Oden cooked?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering. Like, is it a Brandon Roy situation where like he's fine right now, but he's screwed in a couple of years? I know the internet was like comparing the way he moves to Andrew Bynum. But that sucks for Mark. Mark Williams went from hanging out with like, Josh Green and Miles Bridges to LeBron and Luka from Charlotte to LA. And then not only does that not get to happen, he's going to go home being like, this man is broken. Like,
I mean, it's unfortunate, especially because like giving up AD, you kind of need like a 5, and he does his job well. I'm not gonna lie, from what I saw from him, I didn't know he was that banged up, but that's alarming. But Dalton, though, you gotta go back. Yo, if I was him, I'll be sick, bro. I'll be sick.
No, you know what? I would be sick. But I'll be like, oh, I get to stay in LA? All right, whatever, man. Whatever. You know what? You're right. Y'all scared me. Damn, y'all got me. But I'm back in LA.
Yo, he's on his, what do they call in the office job when your performance
review? Yeah,
that's what he's on, bro. He's like, yo, bro, I gotta start balling. They got many
seriously
other white people here, man. I gotta stay here. I can't get
changed. Hey, I bet if I was him, as soon as I heard that was rescinded, I'm on Duolingo. I'm learning Slovenian. We're like, hey, Luka, we are homies. Where you want to go? Where you want to go in the city? I got you.
Also, Dalton Connect playing 10 minutes a game for the Lakers and scoring 3 points a game. He's still going to get talked about more than if he went to Charlotte and averaged 14.
Yep.
100%. Absolutely.
Talked about more. He like him, Reeves, and Luka get to hit the town.
Yeah.
With JJ. Oh my God. With JJ.
Yeah.
What do you think the Lakers do now? Like, do you think they just be like, Jackson Hayes, we believed in you this whole time? Like, we actually didn't want this trade to go through.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, they gotta do that, but I just can't see JJ making that sound believable. You know what I'm saying? But they basically they don't have any other options. Like it's Jackson or bust. You know what I'm saying?
You know who's playing in Puerto Rico right now?
Who?
JaVale McGee.
Swear down?
Get JaVale McGee. I'm sure Dwight Howard's doing a little Isaiah Thomas on the internet right now.
Oh yeah,
I'm available,
brother. You know he is. They probably got his phone number blocked.
Yeah.
He gotta just stay overseas. He gotta be the new Marbury in Taiwan or whatever, Thailand and all that shit. He can't come back.
I do think the one saving grace for the Lakers now is just like, we ain't got no center, so with no expectations. Like, because even Mark Williams with the injury history, like I can't pretend like I watched him play, but I saw the stats. He's a big dude. Like, oh yeah, maybe the Lakers got a little outside shot, but now it's just like, no, we ain't got a center. Whatever. We're playing for the future. Like the expectation level is considerably lower. And even if Mark Williams had injury problems, I think it's a lot of minds that are like, oh, this could be a potential contender. And now it's like, hey, man.
What if LeBron is like one last ride and he's like, I'll play the 5. Like he just cements his legacy. He's like, I'm gonna play big boy LeBron. I'm not gonna run anymore. I'm gonna rim protect.
He's gonna do a reverse Magic.
Yeah.
You can do the reverse. Yo, the reverse magic sounds wavy. I'm like, I was gonna say that, but I knew you guys were gonna be like, yo, Steve is bugging today. But yo, you can put him at the 5 and he might do all right. Now, when you play an actual 5 like Jokic, we might get into a situation. But before that series, it might be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Patrick, well, a couple of suggestions in the chat, by the way. Bottom was letting us know about Daniel Tice, who I believe is playing. Yeah, Weisberg, of course, he was playing in Europe. Mo Bamba, who has been moved to 4 different teams, I think, in the last 72 hours, but he's available. And
wait, hold on. He got waived by the Jazz?
Yeah.
Mo Bamba got
Yep.
Damn.
Like
I had no
instantly.
idea.
And then Patrick was saying I was secretly hoping Ben Simmons was going to get to the Lakers, but he went to the other LA team. He's at the Clippers now.
But you know where he went? He went to LA. Ben Simmons, stay consistent, baby.
Yeah. If the city's popping, I'm gonna be there.
He's like, oh, I can't. I'm not gonna be in New York no more. Cool, I'm going to LA. That's it. That's
LA, yeah, I'm gonna be there.
I was with you though. I do think like when Mark Williams was there, Lakers have been playing good. I was like, maybe they could go on a run. I didn't think they'd come out of the West or anything, but I could see them winning like a 2 playoff series maybe. But now you're right. Now it's like you need Luka to average like 60, 20, and 20 for a playoff series in order to get through. Which I mean, who knows? He could do that. But I'm with you. I think the ceiling's like considerably lower now. No, they have no center. They have no center
as well too. Like who the options people are mentioning are just like we mentioned Mo Bamba. Like the second name was Mo Bamba. A guy who was already on the Lakers, right? He was there. It's not like they've already tried this. So like there's no centers in the league.
Yeah, no, there's none. Well, and they also even like I forget what the cost level is. I believe it can't. That player, even if they're bought out, can't make more than like whatever the mid-level exception is for the Lakers. So it like really limits who they could buy out. Anyways, Weisberg, I had this actually bookmarked. I was going to bring this up. Dave McMenamin of ESPN just reported that LeBron's camp noticed how quickly the Lakers front office traded somebody or tried to trade someone when Luka arrived. Just being like, I've wanted to do this for a long time. And then Luka arrives and all of a sudden, now we're trading our picks.
We about to get the clutch Cold War.
Oh, man.
Also, like, Clutch, relax, man. You just extended LeBron's career for 2 more years by getting Luka there. Just, enjoy it.
I have a question for you guys, right? And I had a thought about the Ben Simmons situation. I know this isn't on our list, but I would love to discuss it with you guys. What if, with the way things are going right now, what if it works? What if he needed to go to LA and then he's just popping again? What if it works? Now, if it works, how different are you guys looking at the Clippers?
All right, first of all, hold up your drink, Steve. What do we got? What do we got in there?
We got the Dua Lipa right here.
Yeah.
Dua Lipa. This is a Diet Pepsi. You feel me? Jalapenos and pickle juice.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I didn't know if there was an alcoholic substance in there. Ben Simmons take.
You don't need alcohol with all that fermentation in there. What the fuck?
I just thought, what if it worked though?
He got that and then got on the podcast, bro. I would have like cleared my day out just to make sure.
They were like, yo, Steve gotta be Friday if he think Ben Simmons is popping.
I mean, listen, what I like the Clippers taking a shot. Like, what's the worst that happens? He doesn't play. Like, it's not like they traded anything. It was cheap. I mean, why not? I think it's like low risk, high reward. They need some help for like a backup too, because they did get rid of Mo Bamba. It's just like Zubac is their only big guy. And so if like he plays, 15 minutes of just like good defense, can handle the ball too. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work, but I like it.
For sure.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, for sure. I was just checking in. I didn't know y'all thought I was fried. I was just checking in.
No, I mean, cool. I just is he gonna play? I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, I feel like it bums me. It's like no fun to make fun of Ben Simmons anymore. You know what I mean? Like it bums me out. I want it to work out. It would be fun. Like the dude was an all NBA guy like 4 years ago. And now to just be like this it's weird. So I hope, I don't know. It'd be nice too for the Clippers just to compete.
100%.
I want to see a lineup. I want to see a lineup with a Kawhi, Derrick Jones Jr., Ben Simmons.
I mean, the defense on that.
Give him Beauchamp and then just some random.
That would be crazy.
It'd be like crazy. 4-2 at the end of the first quarter.
But you know who won the deadline though? For real? Yo, them boys in Cleveland. Oh my goodness. Yo, to give up, what was it? Niang and who was the other person they gave up?
Karis LeVert.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Karis is actually pretty cold. That's unfortunate, but my man, DeAndre is colder. That's just the piece they needed. This makes them more scarier to me. Now I feel like, yo, it might be a situation when they play Boston now. You know what I'm saying?
Steve, I love this energy today.
No, I mean, they does give him size. I've watched Harris since college. I forget he's like 6'3", like or 6'4". He's a small dude, and now they have DeAndre is a small forward, like an actual small forward who's not their same guy. I would joke that like Niang and Dean Wade and who's the other guy,
Coro.
Or not, no, just like they're all the same player. They're all different guys completely, but you know what I mean. And like your head is like that's the same kind of role player you have on the team, and that's their rotation. So,
yeah, I still think Boston's going to be better than them, but I like the move. I think they looked around and they were like, we're definitely a piece short. Let's go get somebody else that can defend a wing because they know that's like Tatum and Brown. And I like it. I like that move for Cleveland. And like.
It's like they got a chance to win their matchups. They can win a lot of matchups against a team like Boston.
Yeah, I think so too. I still think I'm taking Boston, but in a series, I think I'm still going to take them. But I think they're the second best team in the East, which is crazy because they have a decent lead in the East. But I think they're better than the Knicks right now. The Celtics 100%. Be kind of interesting too. Like they dropped these dumb games, like the one to Dallas with where like Clay returned to form and it was like 25. But man, they've beaten Cleveland pretty handily. They smoked the Knicks this weekend. I mean, Tatum went crazy in that game. So the Celtics seem to show up for those big games. So I wonder if we see them not roll through the East. I still think the Cavs would give them a run, but I think they're clearly the best team. And then also we got like some weird news today or yesterday. And I know this wasn't on the list too. I was just thinking of the Eastern Conference in the playoffs and how like, it'd be kind of crazy if a healthy Sixers team played like the 1 seed in the first round. So Embiid, Philly is on drugs with the way they report stuff, but Embiid played. He's at the free throw line of that game yesterday. And Lisa Salters is doing like the sideline reporting while he's at the free throw line. And she's like, yeah, talk to Embiid before the game. He said he's going to need surgery like until he's fully healthy again. And it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So I don't know if they're going to try to like see how much he can play this season. And because I guess they were having the conversation, like, why don't you just rest him now and get him healthy? And the answer was like, well, he can't get healthy yet. He's got to have surgery. So I just like, absolutely cursed organization.
100%, man. 100%, man.
It's crazy. Speaking of cursed organizations, Dallas lasted a whole quarter and a half. Whole quarter, and then
we got a half. Oh no, we got a full half. We got a full half of some AD giving you the best half in 30 years statistically.
Yo. I was at my house yelling like, yo, I know the trade wasn't that crazy. Then like 2 quarters later, I said, oh, fuck my life. Yeah, it's lopsided. My apologies, guys. I should have been yelling.
It's crazy.
The logic for the trade basketball, like it does make sense. They'll have a big front line. AD is great, blah, blah, blah. But then you like, it's AD. And of course he gets injured. I mean, it's like, like you see the logic of it somewhat and it's just immediate.
I know. And like to almost think like Dallas fans talking themselves into it, right? And then goes out there, goes off. They're like, you know what? Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe we got a shot. And then for him to go down. And then AD after the game was like, honestly, not that bad. Not that serious. I think I'm going to be fine. Then less than 24 hours later, gone. Like he said, he's like done for a month now. So a month is like 11 games. The Mavs are going to be out without him for 11 games. With most of those games, I believe it's like 2 against the Kings or 2 against the Warriors, the Kings, the Suns. There's some Bucks in there, a couple Hornets games too. They're only like a game out of not being in the play-in.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yo. Okay.
And they don't have like Lively. It's like they already have injury issues, and abductor injury sucks. It's not like he had a bad knee. Like that's just like you gotta let it heal, and that's kind of how your lower body moves. So it has to heal, and you have to be back, or you just won't be able to do much.
And they were like, it's either a grade 2 or a grade 3. And they're like, if it's a grade 3, he's pretty much done for like at least into the playoffs. If it's a grade 3, they don't think it is, but they'll find out later today. But like, you just think I don't think in the same way that I thought it was funny that like everybody went on Twitter when he scored, when he had a great first quarter, and they were like, guess it's not that bad. Guess you're sleeping on AD a little. I was like, relax, guys, relax. But the same way, you can't just be like, well, AD got hurt, so this trade sucks. But the comments from the owner, I saw Mike was putting in the chat. I know we had it listed there. The comments from the owner before the game were crazy.
Can you guys tell me them? I'm not entirely familiar with this situation.
I think I got it pinned over here, but basically was, explaining the trade a little bit. And when he was like, when we think about Anthony, or like when we think about the Mavs, we want to make sure we have guys that are working hard. Like the Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Kobe. And then he said Shaq. He threw Shaq and
he threw Shaq. Out of all the players, Shaq is the one you mentioned. That's a little alarming, no? Wasn't he eating like Big Macs daily though? Like, come on, bro.
I mean, Shaq famously didn't get into basketball shape until the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, yo, that's a crazy one to mention to me.
The internet pointed out, you know who he didn't mention?
Yeah.
Dirk. The owner of the Dallas Mavericks.
They have a statue outside.
Probably should have been the first guy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
all right,
for sure.
Weisberg just shared it. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Can you guys see that? Yeah. So for the podcast, I'll just do this part. If you look at the greats in the league, the people you and I grew up with, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Kobe, Shaq, they worked really hard every day with a singular focus to win. And if you don't have that, it doesn't work. And if you don't have that, you shouldn't be part of the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, Luke is going to average 50 the rest of the season, right? Like, can you reading this?
I can't wait to watch that game when they play them.
Right?
It's also this is the quote of somebody who doesn't watch any sports. This is just like a general. Anybody could say this. Any person could say this generalized quote.
He went to ChatGPT and was like, "How do you defend the Luka Doncic trade?"
But yo, hold on. Let me ask you guys a real question, because do y'all think they just was like over Luka, like they just didn't like him? Because I'm gonna be brutally honest. There's a lot of athletes that have vices and they put up numbers. My man Gascoigne, he was giving you 30 goals off everything. Cocaine, liquor, beer. And it was like, yo, bro, keep sipping. So what's the situation with Luka that it had to be like, all right, you gotta get the fuck out of Dallas? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, are his vices that crazy? Is he that lazy? Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, there was like reporting that like maybe he it was basically Luka's schedule. Like Luka does what Luka wants to do, so he has his own training staff and stuff like that. Okay. I think he wants a lot of say in things. But I mean, who cares? Who cares? This is what this is what happens, like, and like you used an example. Weisberg saying Jordan. I mean, Kobe was in the news a couple of times. Like, I don't know.
People act like, oh, these dudes, since they're like great at their craft or like have this insane focus at this one thing, that there's like, oh, that's all they think about, and not like these are, in some cases, insane people all around who do insane shit, who can also ball. Like Jordan gambled and would like psycho. He was like out drinking people just because he could.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm gonna make sure you stay out late and then drop 50 on you.
Yeah. Like my man Ronaldinho will pull up with a whole samba band with a whole bottle of like rum in his hand doing this. Next day, give you 3 goals. Ain't nobody in Barcelona was like, yo, this shit is crazy. So I'm just like, y'all really hating on my man Luka. Let him have his Pilsner, bro.
I think that was why Ronaldinho's peak wasn't as long as it could have been.
For sure.
Look, I think Durant has probably been high every day for the last decade.
100%, bro.
During the games, just chilling.
Yeah.
Man.
I saw Germ in the chat saying Nico pocket watching definitely had something to do with it. That's probably true, right? Where they just like didn't want to pay him. They were like, we could pay AD's contract and probably take a step back a little bit, or we could pay Luka $345 million. And they're seeing him crush Pilsners, and they're like, what? I'd rather pay someone $345 million that's not crushing Pilsners. Well, I don't know, man. I think I'll never understand. I'll never understand unless the owners just came out and said, hey man, we're being cheap. We wanted to make more money than spend.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect storm of everything, right? Like they have the issues with Luka. Their owners are, for lack of a better word, weird people.
Yeah.
With whose goals aren't maybe not necessarily to win basketball games, and in such a market department from Mark Cuban, who I think it was reports who were just like, what the hell? Please don't do this. What are you doing?
Mark Cuban somehow being like a relatable person in an interview with Bill Gates, I think. I don't know if you guys saw that clip going around where he was like, he basically was asked, let me see if I can actually pull it up and we can just listen to it. But he was basically asking for advice. Let me see, on stage. And he was doing a bit. He was doing basically like, what would you do if Steve Ballmer traded Windows 11 for like basically okay, there's I'm curious about this. So I've heard, well, this is going back to the Mark Williams trade for a second. I've heard 2 different tinfoil hat theories about this trade being rescinded. One being that the Lakers are having buyer's remorse and they're using their public persona or their sway within the media to portray Charlotte as trying to pull a fast one on them. And then I've also seen that like the Charlotte Hornets were trying to pull fast one, that they were like, we saw the x-rays of Mark Williams and we're like, we got to get him out of here fast. Do you think there's either of those plausible, or do you think it's more likely that the Lakers just found something different?
The both teams play in the USA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, they was probably trying to get a fast one on them. That's the whole shit in USA. It's business, bro. If I can get the upper hand and get something from you, I'm gonna do it. Am I gonna look down upon Charlotte for pulling a fast one? Hell nah, bro. They've been losing for years, dog. But shout out the Lakers for being smart enough to be like, hold on, it's a little fishy right here. You know what I mean? So yeah, they're probably scammers over there, man. Probably.
Yeah, it seems like the Lakers really wanted to do this and then saw something that was like, all right, we gotta stop this.
Yeah, 100%, bro, 100%.
Because you don't have to accept the physical.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. That's right. I love this. Even if it's true, got to give them their flowers for trying. Charlotte just trying to get some W's, man.
Hell yeah.
Charlotte plays the Brooklyn Nets today, and this might be the first and last time the Nets are favored in a basketball game. Nets are favored by 4.5 points.
Is LaMelo playing?
I think, yeah.
All right, let's do. I'm on. Hey boys, on Game Time.
Oh, we looking for tickets?
The ticket about to be $7, bro.
I have a show, so I will not be going to this. You can get in the arena for $8.
Wow.
Yeah, I told you it's gonna be $7. Yeah, a burrito or go see Cam Thomas throw up 22 shots. Come on, bro.
It costs more to take the MTA home back and forth than it does to get into Barclays.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy. So I mentioned the AD injury, Giannis injury, and they announced so neither of those guys are playing the All-Star game. Trae Young gets an All-Star nod. He's in.
I like that. Well deserved, man. He's been doing his thing. Imagine a world where Trae Young was likable. That would be insane. It would be a different. I feel like it'll be a different landscape. Y'all don't think so?
What do you mean different landscape?
Bro, he's in Atlanta, popular city, bro. He's had his fair share of different great players who have been traded and done well in other places. Imagine if they were like, yo, we actually want to play with this guy, and they built a core team and they were fun and it was great. Because he's an exciting player, but he can't keep a cast because he's a dickhead. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kevin Herter aired him out on the podcast. Remember that? John Collins aired him out on the podcast. We just need DeJounte to be like, yeah, I wasn't fucking with him like that. Yo.
There's got to be a phrase that, you know how, I don't know if you've heard the term, the Mendoza line. I feel like there's got to be the Trae Young line where it's like, you have to be, if you want to be a dickhead, you have to be at least a little bit better than Trae Young. Like, he's really good, but he's not good enough to be a dickhead.
Yeah, look, I think I mentioned that a couple of times on here with Draymond.
Yeah,
like there's a level, there's a level of talent you have to be.
100%.
Like,
I agree.
He's putting up crazy numbers though. Like that, I think the other night he had like 35 and 12 or something like that. He is putting up insane numbers. Yeah. So I'm glad he got in. I was wondering if they were going to give it to LaMelo to be like, hey, sorry for not getting you in here, but no dice.
Give it to Trae. They're winning, and he leads the league in assists by a fair amount.
Yeah.
So whatever, let him get it. Also help boost up his trade value, because if I'm the Hawks, I'm probably like, all right, man, we tried this
too many times.
Five.
And it's not. It may not even be Trae's fault. It may just be them. But like, it's not working. They're consistently playing. They are the most play-in team in the league.
I know we bring this up every show too. Just to remind you, the team that traded away DeAndre Hunter, the team that traded away Bogdanovich at the trade deadline, they don't have their first round pick. Just a reminder.
It is important to mention they have the number one pick. If you remember the draft this year, because I don't think I've heard a single person talk about a single rookie other than like the deep NBA podcast talking about Jalen Wells. So
yeah,
right now I forgot, and I'm like, oh, Reza Shea, what is he?
Yeah, he's there. He's actually he's been pretty good the last like month, but once they, Jalen Johnson everybody got hurt or traded, so they had to play him a little bit more. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, the Spurs get their first round pick, and then what was the other thing I forgot what I was gonna say because I got distracted by Patrick's comment right here. Going back to the trade, he said we've all sold some shit on Craigslist that probably wasn't in the best condition, right?
100%. Hey, Patrick know what it is. Patrick know what it is. That's USA in a nutshell.
The marker over the scratch, and you hope they don't see that void.
They don't see it, right?
Listen, we've all moved out of a college dorm room where we had to put toothpaste on the wall, right? Have we all done that move?
Hold on. Yo, Charlotte really pulled up to GameStop with the Xbox that don't work no more. They're like, yo, when they turn that shit on, it better be green. I swear to God. And that shit got the red ring. They were like, fuck. Oh, man. God bless him.
So good. Weiser was saying, who do you think the rookie of the year is right now?
It's got to be Castle, right?
Who did you say, Steve?
It's got to be Castle, no? Because before that, it was McCain. McCain was doing his thing. He was taking advantage of his opportunity, but then his injury is like crazy. And then I felt like everybody was talking about Castle. It's never been consistently one individual, but I felt like those two were the names that were always popping up.
Yeah, I think it's I think Castle is one. I think based on betting odds, he's like number one. And then I think what the dude from the Miami Heat is getting a little buzz right now.
He's fire. Yeah, he's fire.
Yeah.
Jalen Wells.
He's fire.
I don't know.
Yeah, Jalen Wells should be in the. I bet he's in the top 5 too.
He's got to be.
I guess.
And then honestly, I bet Reece Shay's up there. Also, like no one's watching Utah Jazz games. This dude Isaiah Collier is kind of nice. I think he's like Chris Dunn with a little bit more offensive game in him. I kind of like him.
Ooh, I'm gonna check him out. out.
Oh, there we go. Weisser telling us Castle Ware Wells. Bang, 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 bang.
Look at that.
So it looks like Trae replaces Giannis, but AD's out now as well for the All-Star game. I don't know if they're gonna make them do like East and West. You know what I mean? Because they're all like on different teams now. So let's pretend conference doesn't matter. Who should be the next guy in the All-Star?
Yeah. I think they still do pick from the West, but for mine, it doesn't matter. I think they just go Sabonis.
Yeah. Sabonis putting up crazy numbers. Oh, yeah, that's right. Şengün got hurt, too. Şengün got hurt over the weekend.
Don't
know how serious, but don't know how serious, but he didn't come back. He got hurt in the first 3 minutes of the game, didn't come back in. But yeah, Sabonis got to go. Sabonis numbers are crazy. Like, he got to go in. I kind of want Norman Powell, but I think it's going to be Sabonis.
Norman will be fun, though. Norman will be fun, but it's got to be my man Sabonis. Put some respect on his name.
Honestly, I think Powell would have a better chance if it was like if a guard got injured.
Yeah.
And like I think the Adam Silver is going to make it less controversial, just like big for big.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Although we as all the analysts and stuff, we gotta give love for Norman Powell. I love for him to get in the game. When do you see this happen?
I know. Yeah. And like to know, I'm trying to think of a good like real life comp, but he's got to know in the back of his head, like I'm probably not doing this again, right?
I don't know, man. He had merch violating Paul George. He might think he's a bad boy in LA right now. I don't know, man. He might be like, I got like two more years left of this.
Oh, I just know like there's been times, and I'm not comparing myself to Norm Powell, but there's been times where you like, you knock down a couple of early ones and then have a nice pass, and you're like, wow, I gotta enjoy this moment because this is gonna be the game of my life, and then this is never happening again. And like he's well into his career and he's averaging like 23, 24 a game. Like, nice.
Look, I mean, I've had that in life where you're just like, man, everything's working out for me and I didn't get this. All right, that's probably never happened. I was putting in my best work right here. This is the best 3 months I've ever had. All right. Well,
oh my God.
I tried.
Uh-oh. I think in basketball you see less of this, but that happens a lot in soccer. Like sometimes you got to hit the 29, 28 older man age and then it just cracks open for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We need more Jamie Vardys in basketball. We need somebody peaking, going crazy at 29 or 34.
Yeah,
but I get what you guys are saying though.
Yeah, I think a lot of the problem too, just for basketball, especially, is you staying in the league.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, there's still dudes who can score and put up numbers, but after a certain amount of opportunities, people are just gonna be like, "All right, man, go to the G League now," or like you're overseas. And if we're playing you, you're a vet. You're not getting that role.
Yeah, he took advantage of an opportunity, and I hope it continues for him. You know what I'm saying? But we will see. I also feel like if there's like two, if you tell me Şengün can play, he gotta get in, bro. Who else, bro?
Yeah.
Because like, what place are the Hornets in? Like 11th, bro? Come on, it gotta be my man Powell, boy.
Yeah. Also, I think Mike's very point out in the chat. LaMelo's pretty low on the coach's vote.
Yeah, because
the coach is the only reason he didn't get in the first place, right?
100%.
Or one of the big reasons.
Because if I'm the Thunder coach or I'm the fucking Cavs coach, I promise you I'm not picking LaMelo, bro. Why you think Garland got in there so quick? You say, yeah, I gotta get my boy in here. It's only fair. It's only fair, bro. It's only fair.
Oh yeah. All right, we're getting. Well, I think Mike is still making his way back in.
Yeah.
What was the next topic? I'm over. Now I'm like, oh shit, where are we going? Where are we going?
I believe in you. I believe in you. Lead us to the promised land. I could do 5 more minutes on Jalen Hurts and Barkley. Oh, he's back. He's back. God bless Barkley, bro.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Out of my camera. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is going on. My camera's working, but it's not saying it's working. So that's all right. We'll just do it like this, baby.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is how it should be done. This is how it should be done. Respectfully. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Things are fucking up. I don't know. Sorry. What did I miss? Miss anything good over here?
I was just saying I think it should be Norman. If Sengun can't make it, I do think it should be Sabonis and Norman because it's like who else are you gonna pull from the East? So
yeah, it's either LaMelo and Kyrie probably the only other 2 names, right?
Oh my God, I forgot about Kyrie. He's been going crazy. He's been going crazy. I did forget about that. So, hey, it's probably I just changed my whole opinion. It's probably a pack up for my man Norman. But hey, man, you tried, dog. You tried. MIP trophy is fire, though. MIP trophy at the crib is fire, though. It's fire.
You know, you think that, except all I can remember is John Morant winning it and then immediately giving it to Desmond Bain.
Yo, that's when the NBA was smoking crack, though. That's when it was like, yo, if your rookie year was crazy, but your second year was crazy, you might win this award. That's when it was smoking crack. Because Luka almost fucked around and win it. Do you remember that? That's after winning rookie of the year is crazy. Yeah, come on, dog. Like,
oh man, do we have anything else? I feel like we hit most of it. Yeah,
we hit everything else. I had some questions for y'all. One stupid and one actual basketball. So like the West, especially we talked about AD and Warriors got Butler, Suns are just kind of there. Who do you think doesn't make it? Who do you think is the teams who are not gonna make it out to the playoffs? Not the play-in, fuck that. I'm saying who's not going to be playing in the NBA playoffs, the real ones.
Oh. I think the vibes in Phoenix are as bad as it gets. The vibes, it is. It's a Herald team with like 3 shows left after they've been told it's breaking up. Like it is. It is. They are cooked. So I think they for sure don't make it. So that's my number one.
It's been wild too. Like the stories of Durant coming out like, wait, why are they trying to trade me? What's going on?
I know, and he gets so much like crap. I'm with him on this one. I was like, Phoenix ownership was like, we got to get Bradley Beal out of here, and he's like, well, I don't want to go, and they're like, fine, we're gonna get KD out of here, and KD's well, I don't want to go. All right, well, let's have a good rest of the season, guys.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Phoenix, but Golden State, I don't care if Jimmy Butler turns Super Saiyan 5, bro. There's no way, dog. There's no way, bro. Actually, we gotta put them in the same category as the Kings too, because like I felt like they did a trade for Zach LaVine, and we just got the Bulls in another coast. So it's like, is that really gonna be impressive and be enough for you guys to make the playoffs? So.
Did you guys see that? Did you see that Malik Monk post-game interview?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, he was going crazy. I thought
he was gonna hit some fucking threes.
He was going crazy on Zach LaVine. He was going crazy, dog. Oh my god.
I know I read too much into this. This is how you can tell I went to grad school basically for team building and community development because I saw that interview and I was like, you know what, man? That's some good energy from Malik Monk. Maybe the Kings turn it around, but no, I don't think the Kings get in there either. I mean, it's tough. Like you were saying, Justin, Clippers, Mavs, Suns, Kings, Warriors, and then you put the Spurs, and only 2 of them make it.
Yeah, and I think the Spurs are too far behind unless they just stop losing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think the Clippers. The Clippers are like my lock.
I think so too.
For sure.
Right, I feel very confident in the top 7 as it is constructed. Obviously, it might change the order, but like the top 5 teams, I think, are going to be pretty much the same. Timberwolves, Clippers can move. So yeah, I think, and with AD out, if AD is out a month, I'm dropping Dallas and maybe taking Golden State.
I know. What, right? You think Golden State
over Phoenix? Yeah, I would take him over Phoenix. And if we're saying Dallas is going to lose a bunch of games, I think so.
Yeah. Especially just for play-in. Because if Golden State gets into play-in, I think they can get out of the play-in. Is what I'm saying. Like but where I don't trust Phoenix to get out.
I'm asking you because what you said was top 8, the real playoff. You think Golden State Warriors is going to be top 8?
I think they're gonna make the play. What I meant is like the teams who are gonna make the play. I don't think they're gonna finish with the 8th best record.
I honestly think they will.
You switching up your question.
but hold on. That means you have to pick one of the Kings or Suns or Spurs, I guess, or Dallas. But we already said Dallas is in trouble. We already said Phoenix. The vibes are ass. So now you're picking one of Golden State, Sacramento.
And if y'all want to blame the Dua Lipa juice, I'm taking Phoenix over Golden State, bro. There's motherfuckers on Golden State we don't know. There's one that does improv at the Groundlings. There's another one that looks like a cop. I don't know what's going on in the Bay, but if y'all think it because they got Jimmy Butler at the age of 35, shit is I think y'all are tripping. That's all I'm saying.
Don't make me post that Pat Spencer poster. Okay, that's it to the group chat.
Oh my god!
Are you gonna fast forward a couple hours from now, and KD's gonna tweet out, and that's why I fuck with Steve.
I got you, KD. I got you.
No, I'm with you. I think it's Golden State and Golden State and the Clippers are going to be the 7-8, unless AD is only missing like 2 weeks. If AD's back in 2 or 3 weeks, but if any one of these teams goes like 3-7 in their next 10, they're cooked. Especially because, like, I think again, let me read off the Mavs like next 5 or 6. They're supposedly without AD for the next 11. All right, so here they got Sacramento, Golden State, Miami, New Orleans. That's a dub. Golden State again, the Lakers, Charlotte, dub. Milwaukee, Sacramento, Milwaukee, Memphis. Dallas is cooked.
Yo, who is the backup 5 for Golden State, bro?
Quinn Post? Or is he starting?
Oh, no, wait, hold on. Kevon Looney, Trace Jackson Davis, baby.
Man, Kevon Looney is a 4 struggling. That's what he is. He's in the wrong position, in the wrong team, in the wrong profession. Y'all are tripping. Y'all are tripping with Golden State. That roster is nuts, bro.
Oh, wait, hold on. Steve, let me ask you a question. Who's the starting center for the Suns?
It's not my man, Nurkic?
No.
They traded him.
They traded Nurkic. Who's the 5 now? Hold on. I might switch my opinion.
I actually know who it is. You remember the Nick Richards trade?
Nick Richards.
Nick Richards is the 5?
The starting 5. And then who was playing? You know who played backup 5 in the last 2 games for him?
Who?
Bobo.
His first name is Bull and his last name is Bull?
No, yeah. Long legs.
Oh my god! I bet his legs are taller than my whole body. I'm leaving you for Bobo. Like
a throwback Top Shot video. Shout out our boy Greg.
Hey, yo, Kevin Durant. I hope we could be homies, but it's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good, bro.
Actually, wait.
I'm tripping.
I know. Actually, that changes me. You got to put some respect on Bobo, aka Mr. Chrome Hearts. You know how crazy that is.
Mr. Chrome Hearts is nuts, bro.
Look it up. Look up how I think Bobo is one of the top Chrome Hearts connoisseurs in America, especially the league. You know how crazy it is to get custom leather and be 7'3", 180 pounds.
Yo, I love this bit because this is not the bit for this audience, but this bit is for me, man. God bless you, Justin. God bless you, bro.
For the ones that know, just know.
What's that? No, that's real shit.
Bobo is pulling up in $40,000 leather pants. Okay,
100
consistently, new pieces.
Oh, that's so good. God. Oh man, we gotta end on that. Let's get. Oh wait, no, you had a second question.
You know, it was supposed to be about the All-Star weekend, but who cares, man?
No.
This is shit. Honestly, I looked at the celebrity game to see if like one of the homies may have been playing in it. It's not, and honestly, I recognize no people other than Drewski and Kai Cenat. And you know, the celebrity game is always bad, but yeah,
it feels extra. It feels extra bad. Or we're washed is what's also happening. We are just old.
I think that's what it is. Straight up. I mean, there's other people I recognize, but like Drewski and Kai Cenat is the one like, hey, are you under 20? you might turn him. You might be actually at home on a Friday night.
Oh man!
All right. My one vote. They have to move the goddamn 3-point contest to the end. The 3-point contest is how All-Star Saturday should end. That is that should be the last event. I've mentioned this before, and you know why? Because what is going to happen now is All-Star Saturday is going to end with Mac McClung, and like 3 rookies nobody's ever heard of. Like, is it Andre Jackson? Is he still in it?
Andre Jackson, Castle, and who's the other one?
Nicholas Braun.
No, Bucelis. yes,
Bucelis. Yeah. That's how you end All-Star Saturday with those dudes. Yeah. Respectfully,
with Cousin Greg doing a 360. Cousin Greg doing a 360 off the glass. Yeah.
Respectfully, that's you spending an hour of camera time on people that no one has ever heard of. They put the 3-point contest there. Just let us look at Steph Curry.
I think you're absolutely right. People get more jacked up for that right now anyways. Like after being there the last 2 years, last year especially, when the most electric part of the weekend was Steph and Sabrina. Mm-hmm. Like people were losing their shit for that. Everybody booed Jaylen Brown. There was a lot of they were so upset about Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. But Curry not doing a 3-point. He said he's good.
Yeah, who is in that 3-point contest?
Our guy Norman. Stormin' Norman will be there.
Okay. I see it. It's
is it
Jalen Brunson, right? Cade Cunningham. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay, Darius Garland, Tyler Hero, Buddy Hield, Cam Johnson, and Dame.
There you go.
See how that's a list of people we've all heard of?
We didn't call anybody a Succession character out of that group.
Man!
Every show there's a host, there's an opener, there's a feature, and then there's like the main act. You put the main act at the end.
Yeah, and then we'll put the dunk contest at the end if stars start doing it again, you know? Yeah, also, Patrick said, I'd rather see Mike in the 3-point contest versus McClung in the dunk contest. I tell you what, if we were doing this show last week, I would have been like, hell yeah. But we're doing the show this week, and it's after one of the worst basketball performances of my life. So we lost so bad I got angry.
Yo, that's how you know you got your ass whooped. When you tight over a game that don't matter, they busted your ass, bro.
You know what
I'm talking about, Justin?
Yeah. We were down 30 like 30, and they were just still doing half court trap on us. And I was guys, what are you gonna update your Excel spreadsheets and your stats after the game? Is that what we're doing right now? But
they had to have hate. They had to have hate in their heart. If you're doing half court trap in a rec league for people over 40, you just got hate in your heart, bro. It was never that serious. It wasn't that serious in JV. I know damn well it ain't serious in the rec league, bro. That's crazy.
If they doing that, I'm full court face guard. I'm full court face guard. I'm boxing out at the 3-point line. Everybody getting hit with a hip. Like,
you know what, Justin? You say that. I had the same exact mentality. Okay, someone went to set a pick on me. And I said, I'm running through this guy. and my shoulder still hurts. So you can't.
I think I have an advantage there, Mike. I'm a little bigger than you.
And I did it, and then I immediately apologized. I was like, "Oh, my bad, man." I felt so bad because I trucked him. I hit him as hard as I could. I was so mad. What are you doing, setting screens? This game's over. It was embarrassing.
Shout out to Old Man Ball. Everybody stay healthy.
I know. That is my favorite. They really do. Instead of ending the game with a prayer with like 1 minute left, everyone's like, all right, nobody get hurt. And they just give the ball to the ref.
You should dribbling on the clock.
No, we don't. There's no even need. There's like, just give it to the ref, and then we all shake hands. I swear to God, it's happened. It's happened twice. If the game is like 7 points or more, basically,
we're just like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, it's like,
let's go.
Let's wrap this shit up. It's 10 o'clock. Oh man.
Speaking of wrapping this shit up,
you got a meeting? Yeah, Steve, get us out of here.
Man, you just listened to the best podcast in the whole goddamn world's 89 Cavs. That's Justin. That's Mike. May all your endeavors go well, and may all your jump shots be wet like water. Let's go, birds. You feel me?